the 7,000 migrant caravan crossing Mexico, marching toward our border. Dangerous illegal criminals like cop killer Luis Bracamontes don't care about our laws.
The only thing we did is true too.
America cannot allow this invasion. The migrant caravan must be stopped. President Trump and his allies will protect our border and keep our families safe. America's future depends on you. Stop the caravan. Vote Republican.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Thousands upon thousands of migrants literally marching to the U.S. in what would be a mass invasion.
They're coming in with diseases such as smallpox and leprosy and TB that are going to affect our people.
Gang activity, gang members in those caravans.
Dangerous criminals.
It's not a caravan, it's an invasion.
It is a full-scale invasion by a hostile force.
We keep thinking that the biggest terror threat is something else. Some people who are marching, towards the border like it's imminent. So we have to stop demonizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized to the right.
Is it really right-wing extremists who happen to be white? Or is it the Muslims, the Latinos, the blacks? They're prone to violence, okay? I mean, there's scary caravans coming. That is what Don Lemon was talking about, right? So let's go to the numbers from the Anti-Defamation League's Center on Extremism. Over the last decade, 71% of domestic extremist-related killings in the US were linked to right-wing extremists. About 3/4 of the violence done by extremists and the murders done by extremists in this country over the last decade are by white right-wingers. That's a fact. If you want to cry about that fact, that's up to you. Okay, but that is a fact. How about the left wing though? Left-wing extremists carried out 3% of deaths. Now, by the way, that's left wing and all other categories combined, 3%. Right wing, 71% of extremist deaths in this country. So Don Lemon is absolutely correct. Now, that doesn't mean you should ban white people or white guys or right wingers. Of course not. What Don Lemon is pointing out is that you have suggested banning, the right wing has suggested banning Muslims, banning Latinos and immigrants from the country, and that is based on no facts, especially in the case of the immigrants in the caravan that they're talking about. Are undocumented immigrants more likely to commit crime? No, the answer is no. There are study after study shows that among this, there's basically three categories: native-born Americans, legal immigrants, and undocumented immigrants. The ones that are prone to the least amount of violence by a landslide are legal immigrants. Second is undocumented immigrants. The ones that are prone to the most amount of violence is native-born Americans. Is it true that undocumented immigrants are prone to violence? No, the numbers show the opposite, Now, does that mean all white people are guilty, especially today? Of course not. Joe Biggs says, so because of my skin color, I'm a terrorist, Don Lemon? No, he didn't say that at all, nor is anyone on the left saying that. They're just saying that the percentage of people who do terrorism in this country are unfortunately much higher in terms of white right-wingers. That happens to be a fact. It doesn't mean all white people are guilty. Only an idiot would think that. Someone like you who says, oh, well, the Latinos, the immigrants, they're the one causing all the crime. When, by the way, not only is that based on race, but it's also wrong. So it's a double whammy. They're projecting the things that they do onto Don Lemon and others. So this is the monsters on the right pretending to be victims when in reality, they do nothing about the real extremism in this country that is predominantly, factually, obviously driven by the extreme right wing. That's a fact. If you want to cry about that fact, that's up to you. Okay, but that is a fact.